I have now begun my journey as a coach in Deadlock, and this is a snippet from one of the coaching sessions I've had with one of my teams. And let's just say I don't think you would want to watch the whole thing. But they will in the future be available on my Ko-Fi and Patreon. One thing to note though, I'm not gonna make a Patreon or a Ko-Fi yet, therefore for now, it's just gonna be free, most of it. Many more things were discussed, also things I do not want to share with other people, but I do thoroughly hope that you enjoyed this little snippet of this 3-hour VOD review.
Flame session.
We're 15 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. Again, as we talked about before, we're late on display. For what reason exactly? I don't know. Again, we're not communicating. Urns, rifts to some extent. You can kind of predict when rifts will spawn, but urns and bridge buffs will always spawn at the same time. They do not change. They're completely consistent through every game. So I don't know how we're not 1 minute before talking about what do we want to do with this shit. And the reason why I wanted to talk 1 minute before is because a wave spawns every 30 seconds, right? You cannot say 10 seconds before the urn is spawning, oh, by the way, are we contesting urn or not? Because at that point, we haven't set up any waves. If we need to push the waves all the way here, how long will this take usually?
2 seconds, 2 waves.
If we're lucky, it's only 2. If we're really unlucky, it's 3. Either way, how long is that?
Like a minute and a half.
Anywhere from minute
30
to minute
seconds
30.
to a minute. Something like that.
No, it's not that long. So if we're already on the wave here, we need to push one more. At most it's 30, but first we need to push it, and then we need to walk, and then we need to push again, and then we need to hit the tower, right? With the minions. That's like at the minimum 45 seconds. At the minimum.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying 40. At minimum, you need 45 seconds to do this. If this is not up, now all of a sudden the wave might be starting here. Now it's more than a minute. But, benefit of the doubt, the shortest time is at least 45 seconds. We would most likely want to have a minute, right? That's why I don't understand why we're not already talking about the different objectives in the game. It makes no sense to me, right? We need to communicate. So here. So, we have GT and guys walking to this wave. Is this okay?
9.
I called him because there's
It's fine. I don't
And
think
that's
it's that
fine.
big.
And that's
Double
fine.
share.
Actually,
But
I
But-
don't really
Olympus
remember.
waves.
Yeah, I think Smokey called to kill McGinnis, so it should
Yeah,
be fine.
yeah. I mean, this is completely fine, but that's not why I'm asking. Because we should not be thinking kills here. We should be thinking waves. I don't give a shit if they get out here. I don't give a shit. Perfect if you kill them. Perfect. But I don't give a shit if you're killing them right now. Because if we're using too much time killing them here, what is going to happen? We're going to stagger these waves, and now we're not going to have them pushed for the urn. Right?
But I think I said after we kill McGinnis that just leave word and push, no? Or am I schizophrenic?
no, I believe you did. In fact, I left as well. We push the wave then for the.
Wait. Okay,
Yeah,
I
but,
didn't specify, I just said
don't
it's
need
fine,
to-
that's my bad.
We don't need
Yes.
2 people on the wave. 1 person on
But
the wave is
also,
good.
as we talked about before,
Yeah.
right? Right now, it doesn't matter too much because we're this early in the game, right? But later in the game, we don't need this many people. Like, just have one person just kill this wave, right? And then the rest set up for the urn not spawning. Now, ideally, we want both side waves pushed when we are talking about urn. Because, first of all, you need to start on the side where it spawns. And then second of all, you need to rotate it all the way over here, or vice versa, when it's out, right? When you're moving it around. That doesn't take 2 seconds anymore because they nerfed the sprint speed. But also, now you need better movement forward. You can still do it very fast. Don't get me wrong. You can still do it very fast. But we still want the setup. Imagine we are 5 people here. There's 1 person here. And we have not pushed the wave. We're setting up for the urn here. Can you walk up and kill this wave?
Yeah.
No, you
I
don't
mean,
see
we're
anyone.
overkilling it.
Yeah, no, but you don't see anyone.
But-
We have 5 people here. You can't push these waves. You don't see anyone.
It's
Oh wait,
3-3.
sorry. I thought you meant on current map, like it's three
Yeah, no,
people
no,
on
yeah,
yellow,
yeah.
not alone.
This is an example, not on this map.
Yeah, yeah. Then no, obviously.
Exactly,
It's
exactly right.
weak side or whatever you said,
Yeah,
right?
it is weak sides. Because you probably noticed, Yunho, in a game of any mobile, there's always a weak side and a strong side. You're never completely even, no matter what you do. Even if everyone had the same amount of souls, characters are strong at different points in the game. It also depends on what builds you're doing. But we can get back to that at another time. Unless you want me to talk about it right now, and I will load up Deadlock.
I think it's fine. Maybe at a later
Okay.
time.
Sure.
We can just focus on games.
Cool. Here. We already killed McGinnis. This is a fine stagger if we're looking to take the urn on spawn, right? Because right now he's staggering his death, not being able to spawn for urn. That's fine. But this is way more important. You see? This back is not worth it, bro. I know you suck, but even if, bro, this 127 souls is not worth getting this pushed in for the urn. Because look here, right?
Yeah.
Even if you kill it instantly, right? You're like 3 seconds behind on killing the wave, right? That means that you will meet this wave 3 seconds later because you're 3 seconds behind. That means they will have 3 seconds to rotate over to this wave before you can kill it. In that time, you might not be able to kill it before they're there. You're on a timer right now. This is fucking irrelevant. Even if this back was 400, it is not worth it right now. Because we would much rather win the map than you getting 400 souls right now. After this is pushed, then you can go back for the back. I don't mind at all, because your team needs to get the urn over here anyway. Then you can go back for it. I don't mind that at all. But right now, this is the most important thing, because look here, right? This sinner is also up. Maybe, since we see 3 people here, 1 dead, he just spawned, right? We have 1 mid. That means that there's possibly, at most, 1 person here, right? And you're the most fed member in the game right now. Of course, you might not be the strongest member, but you're the most fed member in the game.
Yeah.
So most likely, if somebody meets you 1v1 on this sinner, you would probably kill them. So, imagine you didn't take the back here. Doesn't matter what size bag it is. If you're
not only the back. So what I take from this was kill McGinnis, push wave, and forget about Warden completely.
No.
Yeah,
That's
No,
not
you
what he
can
said.
stagger on
the
Warden
warden
if
is fine to
you're
stagger.
yeah,
warden
if
is fine to
you're
stagger here.
aiming to immediately push out and grab the urn.
Yes.
Okay.
But which we should. That is the
Can I
point.
speak?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Take that
Okay.
please.
So here there was 2 people on the McGinnis, right? And then I TP'd, so there was 3. So I was on the Warden, and then one of you can stay on wave, and the other one can come with me. We're gonna kill Warden 2v1 100%. But
Warden is dead right now. We're talking about Frozone?
no, we
No,
were
he's
also
saying about
talking
Warden before he died.
before.
Okay, yeah, you're
Because
talking
three
about one person is pushing away while the others are dealing Warden. I agree that.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Yes.
I think it's way better. I didn't wanna talk about that because it is a very small optimization that is not that important right now. But I completely agree. The perfect play is doing that because you don't need 3 people to kill him. I completely agree. But even if let's just say that we stack him here, right? Since you're 3 seconds behind, now all of a sudden you can push both this wave and you can maybe even take this before anyone gets here, right?
Yeah.
But you might not be able to do that now, all because you wanted a shit bag that you can take at any point later. This bag doesn't despawn. Why do you need it right now? Are you fuck?
Okay. Dankeschön.
But look
It will
here,
get
right?
better.
This wave should already been dead, right?
Yeah.
That means we should
3 seconds.
already been on this sinner, right?
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
can buff.
So
Was it a bad call
We-
for me to tell Smokey that I can push alone?
what to tell?
I
What?
told him I push alone. I told Smokey Great Talon to that I push alone and that he can go
You mean
elsewhere.
you're talking about this wave?
Yeah.
No, it's.
I think it
fine.
was previous. Okay.
Yeah, you can push along.
I wanted to
Because
leave
they have other shit
regardless
to
because
do.
I wanted to give
Yeah,
souls to him.
okay.
Yeah, they have
then-
other shit to do. It's completely fine.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose at max 2 seconds pushing this alone, which is fine. That is not worth it because If we were here in the center right now, we just saw someone take the green buff, if you're paying attention. But you're probably not. There's another thing I want you to put in your brain. You might be aim-labs goat, but half the time you don't
I don't
actually
play
need...
aim-labs.
Yeah, no, but like it's a metaphor. You don't need
Okay.
to you don't need to look at shit you're shooting half the time. If you were to look at my gameplay looks ass in most people's eyes because half the time I'm not looking what I'm shooting at. I'm looking at the minimap. There is so much information you get on the minimap. Right here.
Yeah.
I am sure you didn't pay attention to see this. Look.
Yeah.
I would have
yeah.
seen this. I don't need to look at the minions to shoot them here. It doesn't matter if I miss one shot. This is way more important because now you know someone is here. And since you see three of your teammates here, probably strong side here. So you need to be fast. And that's also why it's so shit for you to 3 seconds behind, because you also don't want to take this on the way out. Because how you want to work things in a game is you want to work backwards, okay? You want to start with the things that are closest to the enemy, and then you want to work your way towards your own base.
Yeah.
For example, why we don't take this camp here and then take the center. We take the center and then this.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are really lucky that it only has 2 hits left. Because that could maybe have killed you in another game.
Yeah. Oh, didn't see that.
Here, I do not like how far you're up. I do
How
not
far
like it.
I'm what?
How far you're up right now
What does that mean?
in the map. You see? You see how close you are to the enemy? I want you to be like here right now.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Because if there's any chance
Is
of
it
you
fine
dying,
if I'm like more like near the mid walker? Let's say I'm taking the sinners, the right, that. Yeah.
you're talking about that? No. Because
Yeah.
they don't have a lot of time to go here and kill you. Sure, you're a tiny bit closer to your team, but if you're hit here, it will not take them 50 seconds to kill you.
Okay.
They will
yeah.
stun and one-shot you, right? When you're playing the M1 carry in side lane, the worst thing you can do is die. Because we're literally putting all our eggs in you carrying the game. It is not worth it for you to take this camp that is worth like 200 souls for the chance of you now fucking up your own tempo, dying, because while you're dead, you cannot take any souls, right? Plus you also give them the back.
Yeah.
But even if you didn't give them the back, it's still terrible. Because now you're not also here for this fight on your own, if they're taking the fights. It is just not worth it. You need to have a way more defensive position. I want you either here, I want you either here, I want you either here. Because in any case, they're close and you can hear them. You can instantly go to the sip. You have nowhere to go here. You need to outplay here with movement. And it's just not worth it. This is the type of scenario where movement doesn't matter in the game. Sure, Ilauri, you probably know the guy Ilauri, or whatever the fuck his name is. He has crazy movement. Because that's literally the only thing he does. His movement here does not matter. This is a fundamental issue. Okay? It does not matter because in another game where they're not complete and actually have knockdown or something for you, slowing hacks, you cannot get out with movement. You will get punished. Again, super greedy. From an optimization standpoint, this is really good. But you see no one. If you had 2 other teammates with you right now, this is the perfect play to do while they're running your urn for you. But there's no one, so you don't know if anyone is here.
Should I have like said that, let's say like Mirage Ivy hover me or some bullshit when Mirage was closer to me? If I really wanted to do the sinners.
You could have, yeah. I don't think they need Mirage here because they're about to have Ivy ult. In worst case, something happens here. Here you're doing the sinners, right?
Yeah.
Instead, what your team is doing, because they're donkeys, they're doing a cross-map play. They're faking the urn at this point to do the sinners instead. This is also fucking over you in case you want to be on these, right? Because now it's really shit if somebody's here. Now it's extremely shit.
Yeah,
because
and
what
also
you
all waves are getting pushed in.
Yeah, all the waves are also getting pushed in. This is completely fine to do, guys, if you're preparing this 2 minutes in advance. And what I mean by 2 minutes is 2 minutes from this point, right?
This is why I asked if I should carry the urn or go with them in doubles first. Because my idea was to go with them in doubles first.
Yeah, but there's no point in going here alone with the urn because you already have the urn. You have the pressure of not being anywhere, right? They cannot see you on the map when you have the urn now. They don't know where you are with the urn. You could be here, 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 you could be here. They don't know.
This was
also there.
Miscommunication with
Yeah,
this player.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But since they don't know where you are, the most likely place you're gonna be is running here with the urn, right? So they have to respond. They can't do nothing, right? They can't just sit under their walkers. I know there's not a walker here, but they can't just sit under the walkers, fiddling their thumbs like, oh, well, I guess we can't do anything because he has the urn in Fog of War. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna do something. In a game of Deadlock or any other MOBA, it is like chess. Everyone has turns, right? You don't get to always do stuff. It doesn't matter if you're 40k souls up on the enemy team. At some point, they will get to do a play. If you push every wave, now you have a timer for about 1 minute before the waves are pushed back, right? But as soon as the waves are pushed back into your base, now they have a timer to do something for 1 minute. It doesn't matter if they're 40 or if they're 40k souls behind. It doesn't matter. They have a turn. Everyone has a turn. If you have no ults and they have no if they have all ults and you have no ults, very skewed example, but it's the same exact thing. It doesn't matter if they're 50k souls behind, they still have a turn because now they can do stuff while they have ults and you can't. Ults in this game are really strong, okay? You can be 40k souls behind. If you have 0 ults and they have all ults, they can still win the fight.
Thank you, Chef.
No problem. So here, we're doing a 2-man play. He should never die here. And also, if you hear your team, this is also why it's so confusing, why you need to shut up most of the time, team, and do one thing, or at least talk about it before. Because if we were prepared for this cross map, this would never happen. Great Talon would never die here, and Geist would never die here. Well, remember, you die. Yeah, you die, right? And now it's so shit for the game. Look how shit it is for the game. You dropped a 900 bag, and now you're not farming side lane. It is so terrible for the game what's happening right now. If they were any better, you would be fucked now. Because now you're not strong enough to solo 1v9 for the rest of the game.
Thank you, Chef, Coach, Dictator.
No problem.
Good
So,
calls.
you die here like an absolute moron. Okay. Now that we've talked about strong side and weak side, do you understand the concept?
Yeah.
Okay, what are
Weak
you
side,
right now?
strong side, right?
Yeah, what are you
I'm
right
weak
now?
side.
Okay. So let's see what happens here.
And I push in like idiot.
You see how
I
easy
think
it
I
is now?
get collapsed and die. Yeah.
You see how easy it is to predict the game now?
Yeah.
And this doesn't take a genius to understand. This is legit
Yeah, I
something...
think I was being too greedy. I remember
Yeah.
I think I asked like how many people there are and I was like, oh, let me be greedy, let me get Walker.
Yeah, but
in
it
hindsight,
doesn't
it's not
matter.
worth it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, right? If you go and hit this Walker, are you gonna one-shot it on this wave?
No, I'm not gonna one-shot it.
No. So why does it matter? This is the exact same thing we talked about earlier with Guardians. Either they're dead or alive, it doesn't matter. You don't get partial credits. You don't get platings from hitting these. Either they're dead or alive. If you're doing a 2-wave play in a pro play game, where the first wave you're gonna get it from like 100 to 40%, and then the next wave you're gonna for 40 to 0%, and then take the fight after, that's perfectly fine play. But this is useless, because even if you walk up here and hit this, as soon as someone sees you...
I'm still alone and I can still get collapsed.
First of all, you're still alone and still collapse, but even if one person comes here, you're not gonna keep hitting this. You're just gonna leave.
Yeah.
So you contributed nothing to the game doing that. You're at max, if we're being generous, at max you're gonna get like 1500 damage on it. This thing has like 8k health.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I apologize,
So
Chef.
look here. Nice.
Yeah, and then I got collapsed and got fucked. By 3
We're weak
people.
side, boom, we
Was it
die
3
to Kelvin ult. Once again, we're the M1 carry and we're dying on side lane. The worst thing that could happen for the game. Your whole team should be reporting you right now. And then our other idiots. Again, you have the completely wrong mentality. I don't give a shit about whose fault it is on what. Talk about it after the game. Or after the scrim. Personally, it's after the scrim is the best thing. But we should be talking about Rift now.
You're right.
1 minute 40. Tick tick. Is that the latest it can spawn?
Buffs.
Or
That's
is
buffs.
it?
That's buffs. That's not Rift.
No, is it? Oh, it is. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's buffs.
But
yeah, it's buffs.
anyway, it can spawn almost any minute now, I'm pretty sure.
I need to play with mods.
Sure, you can play with mods. I don't care.
Because I can't see my HP then if I don't.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine. I understand because you play Stretch. That's completely fine. My friend does it too. But of course, you don't need 50 billion mods. Like, bro, half the game, I was wondering who the fuck this guy was.
To be fair, I really hate how the original worded thing looks, so I've tried to find like something
Who
that
even
looks
is that?
cool. That's
What
Warden.
the fuck? Who is that? What?
It is Warden.
Yeah, it's worded. And then the guy who died is Venator. The 16 seconds.
Yes.
Nah,
That's Venator.
but, the fuck,
Fuck,
is that
bro.
picture? Is he a pig?
I don't know. I think it's like some armor, but he looks cool. So I was like, yeah, let's download it.
All right. Once again,
My
What is gonna
bad, my
spawn
bad,
soon, guys?
dictator.
Buffs.
Bridge buffs and
what is probably gonna spawn sooner than that?
Rift.
Exactly. Are we talking about Rift? Let's listen. Let's listen in to the comps.
Can we kill Guinness?
Do we care about the skill? Also,
No.
also, what is McGinnis gonna do if Ivy walks at her? First of all, Ivy's low, but let's just say she was full HP. What is she gonna do?
Nothing.
Nothing. She's just gonna wall, right?
Yeah.
So it's just fake comms. We're trying to make a play out of nothing. There's fucking nothing to do here. She's never gonna get hit by the stun.
Yeah, my
Because
bad.
now, once again, we're filling the comms with shit we don't need to talk about.
Rift spawning on yellow.
Oh shit! Wrist on yellow, guys! Oh shit! Oh shit! What the hell?
It's gonna be there.
Yeah, who said that?
Oh
What the hell?
shit! Oh shit! What do we do, guys? Well, I don't know. We haven't talked about it.
Yo, someone flip a coin. Are we going on that?
Whoopsie daisy.
Once again, we're way too late. Because what is the enemy team gonna do as soon as the... It doesn't matter if they're worse players. Look who's on the rift first.
They are.
Warden
So who has the
or
advantage?
They have
The
it.
enemy.
They do. It doesn't matter if you're moles. Isn't McGinnis way more scary if she sets up her her turrets beforehand?
See Amiibo.
Exactly. Either way, as you can see, once again, we're fucking morons. We're not talking about the next objective. Because what links to after the rift? It is the urn and the bridge buffs. We're in a really unlucky situation this game because this fight does not just decide rift. It also decides mid boss. It also decides the bridge buffs. So that's why it's so extremely important that we need to clear the comms from useless shit. And also, we need to talk about what we actually want to do. This is a game-losing rift. We need to be the strongest we can. You also not going back because you're not paying attention to when the rift is gonna spawning. Because you just as fucked up. Oh yeah, by the way, the rift is spawning. You say with 3k souls on your back?
I forgot.
Wouldn't it be so much nicer if you had these 200 extra souls for the 3k item before this? Yes, it would. And you can for sure as shit have had that from any amount of
Maybe
boxes
so.
on the map. You didn't need to
Yeah.
kill this wave. Because no matter what, your team should be on this wave right now. Or they should have been here now, right? To set up.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have been here in the first place taking this wave. That means you would have had to gotten your soul from somewhere else. Which is legit this camp, this camp, this camp. Boxes around here. Boxes here. Boxes here. Boxes in here. It doesn't matter where you get it from. You need this 3.2k item ASAP Rocky before this spawns. This is the most important fight in the game. This is game
I like
losing
ASAP
if we lose
Rocky.
this. Doesn't matter if they fuck it up and lose, right? Because if you're playing against a better team that were also not morons, they would know, oh shit, we need our spikes for this right now. They would already have bought at this point. Even if you don't get the 3200 by then, at least upgrade one of your other items, or at least buy a 1600. It is so important. You need to be the strongest you can. This is also coming back to items, right? You want to spike when you need to fight. Some characters spike way harder when they get items. Some characters spike way harder when they get ability points. For example, Pocket in tier 3 ult. Like one of the strongest characters in the game. Vindicta, 2 points to her ult. One of the strongest characters in the game, right? Vindicta doesn't need spirit for her ult to deal 400 damage in lane. It does that automatically when you get 2 points in ult. And that's why you need to think about your builds also. Because also left to righting is also terrible. For example, this game. Look at the enemy comp. What do they have?
Also CC.
Well, not only that. What do they have? What is their damage spread? I'm kind of leading you now to not use too much time. How many spirit characters do they have?
Spirit burst. Spirit damage.
They have so much spirit damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
They only have Venom that does melee. So why the fuck would 6 people on my team not have spirit resilience for the fight? Is Venom gonna kill 6 people with without ult? No. Even if he did have ult, he's not gonna kill 6 people. That's why this type of drafting is so ass. Sure, to some extent you can say, okay, but we're also kind of heavy on the spirit. Sure. You can say that.
I went purposely more DPS.
Yeah, but you went purposely bullet resist shredder, shit like that, right?
Yeah, I went spell slinger plus crippling.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sinclair is also low-key more gun now.
Yeah. Like you also have a lot of gun items.
I did like 8k gun damage this game.
Yeah. Like in a perfect world.
I think it was quite good in terms of balance with spirit and gun.
It was because you also have early gun items.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
You have your sharpshooter and rabbit fire. Wait, I forgot what it's called. Rabbit rounds, right? So you're also not only dealing spirit. So, what is spirit good at, guys? The others don't answer. Only RV and Juno can answer this. What is spirit good at?
Burst and early game damage, early mid.
Burst, right? They're good at burst.
Yeah.
Does spirit characters deal a lot of burst damage, for example, at this minute in the game? 4 minutes?
At 4? No.
No, right? So what is their spread gonna be? Is it gonna be a lot of burst or a lot of spirit?
No. I mean,
No.
Calico and Yamato can.
Yeah, sure. But even still, they're gonna have a lot of weapon damage. If you look, if you would look at a breakdown of damage at this point in the game, 11 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't matter. Even if you're building spirit damage and you look at a graph of how much damage you actually did to an enemy compared to spirit and weapon damage, you would see a surprisingly amount of damage from weapon. Because you simply don't have the burst yet to one-shot someone. Because what do you need to do after you use these?
Yunus needs to say yeah more, I feel lonely, man.
What?
I'm like the only one saying
Just
yeah
listening.
after everything.
I'm actually going and looking at the graphs right now. Why is my Mirage with the top damage at 12 minutes melee? This guy had 2k worth of damage in 10 minutes, bro. With melees.
Okay, but it doesn't matter, right?
Continue, dictator. Sorry.
Listen.
Yeah, sorry.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who this character is. We could say GT, right? What is GT gonna do after he uses his 1, his 2, and his 3? What is he gonna do?
Die.
No.
Die.
What is he gonna do?
Not have damage. Shoot weapon.
He's gonna shoot his weapon
A.
until he gets his abilities back up. You see?
Yes,
It's not like when a spirit character stops doing anything as soon as they have abilities to cooldown. Of course they're gonna keep shooting people. That's the reason why the damage spread of spirit characters early game is not only spirit. And that's also why it's way harder in lane to counter spirit characters. GT is a bit of a unique example. For example, if you build spirit shielding against GT, he will just proc it with an arrow most of the time.
You can also proc it with Mystic Shot.
Yeah, and then you just wait out the shield. You don't need to shoot them while they have the shield. You just proc it with Mystic Shot or arrow, then you just wait out the shield. And then you start fighting them again. He's a unique case in that he has the easiest time doing that. Other characters can do that too. But he's the easiest to do it with in the game. But, going back to where we were. Okay, oh, Rift spawning, guys. Rift is spawning. Shit, man. Shit. Fuck.
Yes,
If you were this
boss.
Calico, and you see
Yes, boss.
no one on the map.
She's stupid. She shouldn't be here.
Yes. So, if you're playing against better players, would she walk up and die here?
No, exactly. That's why. Why I
Yes.
said
So,
that
it's
I
a
saw her.
shit play!
Bro, what we're saying right now, what we are seeing right now, here in front of us.
Yes.
What should we do? We
Those
fight
But
Rift
it
here?
shouldn't happen.
We called fight Rift.
Listen, here, right?
We can't
You
right
do
now
not
fight
know.
Rift.
You do not know if he's a fucking moron. Here, you don't know. You don't know if he's a moron. Your Abrams should go secret shop by TP. You take the
He
mid
didn't
wave,
go.
and then you
didn't go there.
TP.
Yes, that's
Yes,
what
but
I
he
was
didn't
saying.
go. But that's the correct play. He's a moron also.
100%. I agree with you. But because he didn't do that, I said let's at least get
Yes.
something out of this.
But.
But
I mean, it's still better
actually-
to have 5 people on Rift rather than
We
0.
need as many people on Rift. Why do we need as many people on Rift as possible? It doesn't matter if he doesn't TP here. Why do we need you here right now? What did we just talk about before? What does this Rift mean?
Mid boss after Rift.
Yes, it means game losing if we lose it.
Now
It's
why should
game
we fight
losing.
again?
No, you don't need to give them. You don't need to. This is another problem. Sometimes
If we go
it's-
mid-boss right
Would
now,
you-
they
would
will
you-
just see that we go mid-boss and then they collapse and
Would
Would you
like
rather
they
have
Yeah,
one
yeah.
kill or would you rather have a game win?
it
Why
does.
would
They
you-
would like
if
they
we
would like
don't fight- if we
sell
don't even fight it-
Calico,
if
but
we
they
don't
would
fight
sell
it, right?
Calico every single time to get Rift.
Yeah, but if we don't fight at Rift, we don't lose mid boss.
Yes, but also
How-
we
how
could
do
just
you know
we
that?
could also just be at mid boss.
Easy.
Oh, sorry, we could also just be at the Rift.
Okay,
Are you
but-
telling me we
okay,
can't
just-
fight it right now?
Just tell
Look
me
at our
there's-
ults. How many ults do we have? We have 4. How many ults do they have? They have 2. If we give them the benefit of the doubt, Yamato is gonna get ult. Sure, okay. They have
Yeah,
3.
but Calico
We're still
isn't even
1
here.
ult up.
Whereas
But
ult-
Calico is not even here. So there's still 2 ults. You see?
Okay, so here I shouldn't give a fuck about Abrams and just TP the yellow.
Yes!
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Yes.
just give Abrams the blue.
They fuck him. Listen,
Okay.
you remember the time when you played Mina and you had a fuck ass Viscus in your lane, and then you were going to do the boxes instead of Viscus. This is the exact same thing. You just flame him after. You go on strike. This is
Okay,
game
boss.
losing.
Okay, boss. I get it.
Good.
We're playing for Rift.
Yeah, going.
Can
Yeah,
we
yeah,
look Calico?
We're going,
Abrams,
we're
guys?
going.
Abrams, can you look Calico?
Are we going?
No,
or
no.
no?
Then we're giving Rift, guys.
Oh, you
Go, go,
fucking!
go.
Okay.
No way!
I'm going Rift.
Sorry, yes.
Calvin low, Calvin low.
I have dome, I have dome, I have dome.
I've been stunned.
Yamato parade.
I'm dead.
Hybrid Meganis.
Meganos low, Meganos super low. Yamato low,
Is any-
Yamato low.
Just Yamato.
One parried, nice. Calico low, Calico low.
See, Calico low, Calico low. Bro, he's stunned in front of your team, low HP. I'm sure everyone here,
Be
he's 1
fair,
HP.
Def to Def's name is Def, so I thought maybe you would. Okay. Sorry, Dictator.
See, right? There's another reason unserious comps, unnecessary comps, right?
Did I say Calico low? I forgot.
Yes, you did. You
Oh, okay, my
you
bad.
stunned him in front of your whole team. Here. How many people can see you right now?
2? I don't know.
No,
3 people.
4 people. 4 people can
I'm
see
not
her.
counting myself
Stunned.
when I say
Yes,
3.
but 4 people can see her stunned in front of you. This is also another thing we'll talk about in the second game, because people keep saying, "This guy, I countered this guy." Bro, we know the other guy in the lane can see he's stunned, can hear the sound. Ding. You don't need to communicate to your whole team that the guy on left lane is countered.
But what if it's like super early game and you just, never mind.
No, it's unnecessary. 4 people can
What if
see him
it's
right
like-
now.
I parried 3 people and I feel really
Gotta go
cool
low,
about
gotta go low.
myself, so I really...
Really, bro? Good, good.
don't flame me here, man.
Here, one little thing I will say to you. You have regen right now. What is the hardest items for someone in the early game to buy?
6.4k?
Tier 4.
Yeah. Yeah, why is
I
that?
should have bought Spell Stinger.
Because
Yeah.
you don't have money for it.
Yeah, but also...
Yeah. Because you gradually get more money as the time goes in. So
yeah, but also what
to get
becomes more efficient to do later in the game?
like, what do you mean? With the tier 4, you mean? Or
No, like, over time, are you going to deal less damage or more damage?
more damage?
Yeah. So it's also more efficient for you to kill camps and shit later in the game. That's why when you're 30 minutes into the game, a 6.4k item doesn't mean that much. But at this point in the game, it means so much. Because at any point, right now, you can get 3.2k. If your team goes in with Spellslinger right now, you're legit. Like, there's no one that can beat you. It doesn't matter if you have 1 extra green item. Sure, a green item is nice when you're ahead. This is also something I've talked about with the team. When you're behind, or sorry, when you're ahead. No, when you're behind.
You're behind, yeah.
If you buy tank items, what's gonna happen in a fight? If your team is behind. Let's just say that your team is 50k souls behind. And you start buying
just
green
die
items.
slower.
Yeah, you just die slow, but you still die. You're not gonna kill anyone.
Yeah.
So when you're behind, you need to buy damage. Because you need to try and one-shot the enemies. Because what can you do when you're ahead? Well, you can buy both damage and defensives, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
I did that.
Yeah, but to some extent, I don't mind what you're doing now, because you're getting both damage and defensives. But this items is so hard for you to buy at this point in the game, because at any point, it is so much easier for you after you get this to get 3.2k, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't take any amount of effort to get one of these in like 2 minutes. That's why it's so important for you to get this now. Okay. Because at the moment in the graph, first of all, souls are less value, because they just give less souls, just doing things. But also, you also have less damage. So even though you're also getting less souls, you're also doing them way slower. So it's just exponentially harder to get 6.4k it is at the moment than it is at this point in the game. That's why I don't mind if you either go Colossus, Spellslinger, or Healing Tempo here. I don't give a shit what you buy. I don't give a shit if you buy any of these. Or any of these. I don't give a shit. I just want you to buy a 6.4k. That is the only thing I want for you. Because
you will
need
see
to
me
understand.
with Divine Barrier next time.
Yeah, sure. I don't care. It's better than this dog shit, and it's not dog shit, don't get me wrong. Berserker is extremely OP on Geist, but you just don't need it right now, right?
Yeah, I understand.
This is a way bigger spike right now.
Rencontrer